Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the English Life. I'm Linda, and today we're going to do something very practical together. We're going to practice simple English phrases for daily conversation. These are short phrases that people use every day with friends, with coworkers, and with family. You don't need to remember long, difficult sentences. You just need small, useful phrases that come to your mind quickly when you speak. In this episode, I'll say each phrase slowly. I'll use it in a simple situation, and I'll explain it to you in clear, easy English. You can listen, you can shadow with me, and you can imagine yourself using these phrases in your real life. So, if you're ready, find a calm place, take a deep breath, and let's begin. Let's start with a simple idea. Most of our daily conversations are made of short, repeatable phrases. We say things like, "Hey there, busy day today? Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it." These are not long or complicated sentences. They are quick, natural, and we use them all the time without thinking. If you learn these small phrases, your English will feel more natural. You won't need to translate in your head. You will be able to answer faster and speak with more confidence. Let's start with greetings and conversation openers. These are the first words you say when you see someone or when you start a chat. You can use them in person, on the phone, or even in a text message. The first phrase is, "Hey there." This is friendly and relaxed. You can use it with friends, with coworkers you know well, or with classmates. You come into the office in the morning. You see your colleague at the coffee machine. You smile and say, "Hey there." It's simple, but it feels warm. Another nice phrase is, "Good to see you." You meet a friend after a long week. You give them a little smile and say, "Hey, good to see you." When you say "good to see you," you are telling the person, "I'm happy because you are here." Now let's use both of them together in a small picture. Imagine you walk into a cafe. You see a friend sitting by the window. You walk over and say, "Hey there, good to see you. How have you been?" This is a very natural way to start a simple conversation. Another useful opener is, "How's your day going?" You can say this after your first hello. In the office, you see a coworker at their desk. You say, "Hey there, how's your day going?" Maybe they answer, "Pretty good, just a bit busy." Now you have a conversation. A more casual question is, "What are you up to?" You can use this when you see someone and you want to know what they are doing. For example, you call your friend in the evening. They answer the phone and say, "Hey." You say, "Hey, what are you up to?" Maybe they say, "Nothing much, just watching a movie." Now you can continue talking. One more greeting that people love is, "Long time no see." You meet a friend you haven't seen for many months. You laugh and say, "Wow, long time no see." This shows that it has been a long time since you were together and you feel happy now. So, for greetings and openers, you can use, "Hey there, good to see you." "How's your day going?" "What are you up to?" "Long time no see." You don't need to use all of them at once. Just choose one or two that feel natural for you and start using them in your daily life. Now let's move to small talk. Small talk is the light conversation we use to be friendly, to feel comfortable, and to connect with other people. You don't always need to talk about big things. Sometimes simple topics are enough. One very common small talk sentence is, "Nice weather today, right?" You are waiting at the bus stop. There is a person next to you. The sun is out, the sky is blue. You look at the sky and say, "Nice weather today, right?" The other person might smile and answer, "Yeah, it's really beautiful." Now you are not strangers anymore. You are two people sharing a small moment. On another day, it's very cold and windy. You pull your jacket closer and say, "It's really cold today, isn't it?" The other person might laugh and say, "Yeah, I can't feel my hands." Again, small talk, but it creates connection. Another simple question is, "How was your weekend?" This is perfect for Monday morning. You walk into the office or into class, you see someone you know, and you say, "Hey, how was your weekend?" Maybe they say, "It was good, I relaxed at home," or "Pretty busy but nice." Now you can ask one more question. "What did you do?" And the conversation continues. When you see someone who looks very busy, you can say, "Busy day today?" For example, your coworker is at their desk with many papers and a serious face. You walk by and say, "Busy day today?" They might answer, "Yeah, a lot of emails." This small sentence shows that you see them and you understand their situation. Another small talk question is, "Anything new?" You meet a friend after a few weeks. You say, "Hey, good to see you. Anything new?" This means, do you have any new news? Anything different in your life? They might talk about a new job, a trip, or something small, like a new hobby. One more useful question is, did you do anything fun? You can use this after the weekend, after a holiday, or after a long break. For example, on Monday you ask, "How was your weekend? Did you do anything fun?" Maybe they say, "Yeah, I went hiking," or "I just slept. That was fun for me." Small talk doesn't have to be deep. It just keeps the conversation alive. So for small talk, you can say, "Nice weather today, right? It's really cold today, isn't it? How was your weekend? Busy day today? Anything new? Did you do anything fun?" Use one or two of these this week with real people around you. Now let's talk about a very common question. How are you? How's it going? How are things? Many learners always say, "I'm fine, thank you." This is not wrong, but it can sound a little bit robotic or too formal. Let's practice some more natural answers. The first one is, "I'm doing okay." Your friend says, "Hey, how are you?" You answer, "I'm doing okay." This means, I'm fine, not great, not terrible. I'm okay. Another simple answer is, "Pretty good, thanks." Someone asks, "How's your day going?" You say, "Pretty good, thanks." This is friendly and positive. You can also say, "Not too bad." For example, "How are things?" You reply, "Not too bad." This means things are okay. Not amazing, but okay. Sometimes you want to be honest and say you are not so good, but still be polite. You can say, "I've been better." A friend asks, "How are you?" You take a breath and say, "I've been better." This shows that you are having a difficult day, or maybe you are tired, but you don't want to tell the whole story now. Another soft and honest answer is, "I'm a little tired." Your coworker says, "How are you today?" You say, "I'm a little tired, but I'm okay. This feels real. Many people feel tired. It's a very human answer. You can also add a question back to keep the conversation going. For example, pretty good, thanks. How about you? Or, not too bad. What about you? This shows that you are also interested in the other person. So, next time someone asks you, how are you? You can choose, I'm doing okay. Pretty good, thanks. Not too bad. I've been better. I'm a little tired, but I'm okay. Choose one that matches how you really feel. Asking for help, polite and simple. In real life, we often need help. At work, at school, in a store, or when we are traveling. Instead of only saying, help me, let's use some polite, natural phrases. The first one is, could you help me with this? You are at work, writing an email in English. You are not sure if it is correct. You go to your coworker and say, hey, could you help me with this? You show them the email. This sounds polite and respectful. Another useful sentence is, can you show me how to do it? For example, it's your first week at a new job. You don't know how to use a program. You ask a colleague, can you show me how to do it? This means, teach me the steps. A softer way to start a question is, do you have a minute? You are in the office. Your manager looks busy, but not too busy. You walk over and say, do you have a minute? I have a quick question. This is more polite than just starting to talk. Another very polite phrase is, would you mind explaining that again? You are in class. The teacher said something, but you didn't understand. You raise your hand and say, sorry, would you mind explaining that again? This shows respect and it's very natural in English. Here is another common phrase. Can I ask you a quick question? Before you ask for help, you say, can I ask you a quick question? For example, you're on a video call with your colleague and you say, hey, can I ask you a quick question about the report? This prepares the person and sounds very polite. When you need help in a public place, like a train station or supermarket, you can also say, excuse me, could you help me? For example, you are lost in a new city. You stop someone and say, excuse me, could you help me? I'm looking for the train station. People are more kind when you ask like this. So for asking for help, you can use, could you help me with this? Can you show me how to do it? Do you have a minute? Would you mind explaining that again? Can I ask you a quick question? Excuse me, could you help me? These phrases make your English sound polite and mature. Saying thank you and ending a conversation. Now let's talk about how to say thank you and how to end a conversation politely. Of course, we know thank you, but we can make it a little richer. The first phrase is, thanks a lot. Your friend carries a heavy box for you. You smile and say, thanks a lot. This is stronger than just thanks. A very nice sentence is, I really appreciate it. For example, your coworker helps you finish a project. At the end, you say, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it shows deep gratitude. You are telling them that their help is important for you. Another warm phrase is, that was so kind of you. Your neighbor brings you some food when you are sick. You say, wow, that was so kind of you. Thank you. This tells the person that you see their kindness. Now, what about answering when someone thanks you? Instead of always saying, "You're welcome," you can use, "No problem at all." Your friend says, "Thanks for the ride." You answer, "No problem at all." It feels relaxed and friendly. Another one is, anytime. For example, "Thanks for helping me with my homework." You say, "Anytime." This means I'm happy to help you again in the future. Now let's talk about ending a conversation politely. Sometimes you need to go, but you want to be kind. One useful phrase is, "I'd better get going." You are talking with a friend in a cafe. You look at the time and say, "I'd better get going. I have an early morning tomorrow." This is a gentle way to say that you need to leave. Another nice sentence is, "It was great talking to you." At the end of a phone call, you say, "It was great talking to you. Let's talk again soon." This leaves a good feeling. A very common short phrase is, "Talk to you later." You can use it at the end of a call, a chat, or even a text conversation. "Okay, I have to go now. Talk to you later." It means we will speak again in the future. You can also say, "Let's catch up soon." You meet a friend in the street for a quick hello. At the end, you say, "Let's catch up soon, maybe next week." Catch up means talk and share our news. And one more friendly ending is, "Have a good one." This usually means, "Have a good day." For example, you buy something at a store. The cashier gives you the receipt. You say, "Thanks, have a good one." It's simple and friendly. So for thanks and endings, you can say, "Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. That was so kind of you. No problem at all. Anytime. I'd better get going. It was great talking to you. Talk to you later. Let's catch up soon. Have a good one." Making simple plans. Now let's look at phrases for making simple plans with people. These are very useful when you want to meet, have coffee, or spend time together. A very common sentence is, "Want to grab a coffee?" You are at work and it's almost break time. You turn to your coworker and say, "Want to grab a coffee?" This means, "Do you want to go and drink coffee with me?" Another relaxed phrase is, "We should hang out sometime." You meet an old friend on the street. You talk for a few minutes. Before you go, you say, "We should hang out sometime." This means, "We should spend time together, maybe soon." You can be more specific. "Let's meet this weekend." For example, "Let's meet this weekend and catch up." This is clear and friendly. When you want to check if someone is free, you can say, "Are you free on Friday?" You text a friend, "Hey, are you free on Friday evening?" Now they can say yes or no, and you can make a plan. If you don't want to say a day yet, you can say, "Let's plan something." You might say, "Let's plan something for next week, maybe dinner or a walk." This means you are open to ideas, but you want to meet. You can also say, "Let me know when you're free." For example, "Let me know when you're free and we can grab lunch." This gives the other person space to choose a time. So for making plans, you can use, "Want to grab a coffee? We should hang out sometime. Let's meet this weekend. Are you free on Friday? Let's plan something. Let me know when you're free." These phrases help you start real-life plans in simple, natural English. Mini review and shadowing. Now, let's do a short review together. I'll read some phrases again, slowly, with small pauses. You can shadow with me if you want, or just listen and feel the rhythm. Ready? Hey there, good to see you. How's your day going? Nice weather today, right? How was your weekend? Busy day today? I'm doing okay. Pretty good, thanks. Not too bad. I've been better. I'm a little tired, but I'm okay. Could you help me with this? Can you show me how to do it? Do you have a minute? Can I ask you a quick question? Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. That was so kind of you. No problem at all. Anytime. I'd better get going. It was great talking to you. Talk to you later. Let's catch up soon. Have a good one. Want to grab a coffee? We should hang out sometime. Are you free on Friday? Let me know when you're free. As you listen, notice which phrases you like. You don't need to remember all of them today. Maybe choose 3 or 4 phrases and decide to use them this week in real conversations. That is how these phrases move from your notebook into your real English life. That's it for today's episode of The English Life. Today, we practiced simple English phrases for daily conversation. You can come back to this lesson and listen again. Maybe when you're walking, maybe when you're having your morning coffee, or before you go to sleep. Let the phrases become familiar, comfortable, and natural for you. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care, and I'll see you in the next episode of The English Life.